Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of the sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of soft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore. Jackson is going to keep it himself. First down and more for Jackson. And finally brought down at the 38. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a Raven first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it into the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it. Because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Now it's Wilson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 34.
Now it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
10 yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
14-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
First and goal at the 5.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Bullet good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Ravens take over first.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. It's there.
And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson buying time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Bynes in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. That's taken in by Higgins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To T. Higgins. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get only 4 that leads us to a 4th down. .6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Ravens 6.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Going deep here for Bryant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. There's a short one caught by, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow.
Giovanni Bernard.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go on before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you it's about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The pass. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First pickup of 20 yards. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd.
And all the way in for a the Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 46 yards, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Being chased out left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 7.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball,
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulled. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
The return man, Wilson. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10. At at their own 31.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
And 5.
Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. He's got the ball, comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Burrow on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on and saw that one free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his leg.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
The Ravens will line up.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a defaulting. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A draw play. Bernard. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon. And now lose here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
For the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognition. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Jackson going to run again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Finding room inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's Brown. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long, a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. They're by the wayside on that one.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Under decision come back to haunt them later.
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bengals 38. Justin Tucker to kick off 4 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The return man, Wilson. Good-looking return set up here.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage. They have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
48-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bengals 38.
On second down, here's Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down. 32-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
32-yard line.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They get get to him back at the 40. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Ravens.
Jackson's going to look to run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a carry for Bernard. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Ravens are going to get back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 19-yard line.
This is Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
33-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. And the Ravens first
right
down.
back to Dobbins on first. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz. And
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the second was to lose the possession.
the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
4th down, here's Jackson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And that is caught. Eagle touchdown. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Trey Wayne.
Throwing again, Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And they'll get it back in terrific field position. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
27-yard line. Brings up third down.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Look at the big man rumble. 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right giving up yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Burrow will throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard and brought before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The Bengals go down in the victory formation. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Tonight,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And for the Bengals, as we say so long from Cincinnati.